Welcome to the Big O Show featuring KOKO and XERS.
All right, everybody, we'll go ahead and just get started. And when people roll in, they'll roll in, right? It's what they do. Let's see. Don't forget to share the space. I'm sure you probably already have, but I'll remind you to share it, please, if you haven't. And welcome, everybody. The Big O Show, family-friendly crypto news chat and chill time. Yes, that's right. Rise and shine. It's morning time here. I don't know what time it is there, but it's morning time here. It is time for the swine. Yes. So I am Donnie. You can call me Donnie. Everybody knows me. You can call me Big O, Big Oinker, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. As long as, yes, I am your favorite swine influencer. That's right. And your tip of the day. If you wake up in the morning and you find stir fry all over your bed, anybody like stir fry? I love stir fry. Love stir fry. Chicken stir fry, steak stir fry, onions and peppers. Oh my goodness, so good. Anyhow, if you wake up in the morning and you find stir fry all over your bed, you must have been sleepwalking. Walking, get it? Get it? If you don't know what a wok is, a W-O-K as a wok, it is a Chinese pan that they use to make stir fry. Anyhow, so good morning, everybody. You must have been sleepwalking. Yes, that's right. That's the pan they use to make stir fry, and it is great. Okay. Moving on as people come in. Hey, if anybody wants to jump up and co-host with me, and yeah, I don't know, just pretend to laugh at my silly jokes, that would be cool. You don't have to do much as a co-host, but you're welcome to. Moving on. Today, our segments we have for Oinks and Giggles, which is some funny news, funny crypto news. Then we're going to talk about, have a market overview. Then we'll get into some X news. And then I have a Oinkonomics 101. Started this segment last week. We're going to do it again today. This one, I've asked ChatGPT to help me build wealth. So we're going to go through ChatGPT on building wealth. Then we'll get into Hog Wild, my favorite part of the day, where we get to talk about KOKO XERS, XPAD, all that good stuff. And, of course, open chat and chill. That's how we'll finish it. You know, that's how we finish every day, open chat and chill, things like that. So, we ready to get started? Somebody give me a thumbs up if we're ready to get started. Anybody? Give me a thumbs up. Hey, I'll make, there we go. I'll make Little Oinker do it. Little Oinker, give me a thumbs up. And we'll get started here. Funny news. Funny news. Hey, it's funny. All right, let's start reading. From Crypto Daily, the dad joke edition. Good for big laughs, zero financial advice, remember? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana danced across the crypto floor today. Prices moved, traders grooved, and AI bots did the robot. Well, let's keep it simple, short, and punny, because your brain deserves low fees, right? Yeah, even the brain deserves low fees. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are on cruise control. Bitcoin cooled off from recent highs and is holding near, let's say, $113,000, $114,000 area. Ethereum is cruising around 4,300. Now, this is as of about an hour and a half ago. Think of BTC as the sturdy family van and Ethereum as the smart hybrid. Both reliable, but with different vibes. Solana right now, fast, sunny, and a little Sol R powered. Get it? Sol R powered, SOL, Sol R. Okay, anyhow, Solana trading around $188. The big story. Strong stablecoin activity and fast tech. Recent mints of USDC on Solana boosted on-chain dollars, and the network even showed a stress test peak above 100,000 transactions per second. Okay, good stuff. On the regulatory side, U.S. decisions on proposed SOL ETFs were pushed back till October, which kept traders guessing. Translation, the sun is shining, but bring an umbrella. Crypto weather can change fast. Macro moves, rate tech vibes. Macro matters still drive the mood. Interest rate talk and tech stock swings can nudge crypto up and down. If the Fed whispers, yeah, the market listens. Then overreact, like, yeah, your dad when he sees the restaurant bill, right? We're paying how much? The pun parade, now with some extra groan power. BTC's dip. Just trying to coin a better entry. Eat stakers, we'll stake in touch. Soul fans, we're feeling sunny, but please no network 10 lines. AI traders don't panic sell. They just find the bottom gas fee so low, you'll think it runs on dad jokes. Yeah. Degens read white papers the way dads read IKEA instructions. Only after something breaks. Fire dancer? More like fire answers, because the TPS is hot. ETF delays? Yeah, we're not mad. We're just frustrated. Oh. And when prices pump, remember what goes up must do a healthy little downward dog. So easy recap: Bitcoin hovering just under 114, Ethereum about 4,300, Solana just under 190. Solana's big news. Remember, there's more USDC on Solana, a very high test speed on the network, and US ETF decisions delayed until October. Your macro news, which is your interest rates and tech stocks, can move crypto a lot. And remember, this is not advice. Please research before you buy. Also, hydrate and stretch. Your portfolio and your back will thank you for it. And there you go. Good morning, everybody. That is our wonderful crypto news for Oinks and Giggles. That's your funny news. Now let's get to some of the, well, you know what? There is a little bit of reality in that funny news, by the way. You know, when I create that, I do use current information, you know, at the moment I created, which was today, which was, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago, roughly. So, all right, let's go take a look at CMC, coin market cap. All right, some things I want to take a look at today. Oops. And if you're following along with me here in the video, you'll see I want to take a look at BTC dominance. I want to take a look at fear greed. Yeah, and a good thing is ETH gas is still under 1 GWE, if that's how you pronounce it. So anyhow, first thing we're going to take a look at is dominance. BTC dominance is at 58.6. That is going where we want it to go. You know, we've been watching it for a while here on the Big O show, and we've seen it highs. We've seen it in the 60s, right? So last week, last space, BTC was at 58.8. Now it's at 58.6. I mean, it is slowly like taking millimeters down. Ethereum sitting at 13.4. That has risen from 13, which is great. So, you know, this is what we want to see. We want to see this dominance get down there. Like I said in the past, we want to see it get down under 50% roughly. And if we take a look at the year's high, I mean, just 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, it was sitting at 65%. BTC dominance was at 65%. And we've done, you know, we've dropped, what, 7 points? Yeah. Yeah, we dropped 7 points in just a couple months. So look, it's heading in the right direction. It looks like Q4 is going to be a great quarter for altcoins, altcoin season, things like that. So coming back here, let's take a look at the Fair Greed Index is sitting at 50. Okay, sitting at 50. That is... Look, when I went to bed last night, it was at like 43, if I remember, 43, maybe it was 48. So it is just as dead neutral as you can get. Okay, 50 on the fear greed, as dead neutral as you can get. So, you know, we want to see that pop up. We want to see that get above 75. That's where we want to see that. So let's go ahead and take a look at my watch list here. And we've already discussed Bitcoin, ETH a little bit, and Solana a little bit. But let's go ahead and look at the 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day. Bitcoin, yes, it's still sitting just under 114K. 1 hour, it's flat. 24 hour, it's flat. 7 day, down 6.5%. So for, you know, the way I interpret this is that it's starting to bottom out. You know, that's how I look at it. Ethereum, 1 hour, basically flat. 24 hours up 2%. We like that. But on your 7-day, it's down 9%. So yeah, you can see all of these things have taken a little bit of a beating. XRP flat on the 1 hour, pretty much flat on the 24-hour, down 10% 7-day. Solana flat 1 hour, up 3% on the 24-hour. So Solana seems to be bouncing back, down 10% on the 7-day. And scrolling down, exactly what I was just saying about BTC, Ethereum, Solana. We see the same thing going straight down my little watch list here. Stellar, same things. Hedera, same things. Avalanche, same things. Shiba Inu, Polygon, Terra Classic, Osmosis, all the same things. All the same things. Down on the 7-day, a good chunk. Basically flat on the 24-hour and the 1 hour. So I don't know. I would say the market looks like maybe it is bottoming out right about here. And something I've noticed over the past few spaces, okay, going back a couple weeks, right? We talked about the market being flat. Then there was a huge upside for the whole next week till the next Thursday. Okay, till the next Thursday in the next space. Okay, and everything like, yeah, everything's going great. It's going great. Then next Thursday hits, and all of a sudden, Thursday, everything starts nosediving. So in the past 2 weeks, we have seen this spike and drop. I'm curious to see what's going to happen today. Hey, anybody think we're going to get a spike or anything like that? I don't know. The news will tell us. So anyhow, there is your market update for today, the 21st of August. 21st of August. All right, ladies and gents, let's continue on. Snout out. I'm going to go right into news stories from X. Normally, I save this till a little later, but I decided today I'm going to move it closer to the market overview because these are the stories I've decided. Come to a realization that these are the stories that greatly impact the market, greatly impact these prices. So I'm going to jump right into that. If you're following along, watching the recording, I'll go ahead and share what I'm reading here. And remember, when I'm doing this, I can't see what's going on in the Twitter, in the space, because I can't see it. So anyhow, starting off, we have the Martini guy, which is Martini Guy YT, says institutions know that rate cuts are coming before 2026. They want to shake you out of your positions. That is why they are selling just enough to crush the price. They want retail out so they can keep everything to themselves. Don't get shaken out. And my Twitter is dismiss. I don't know what that's doing. Anyhow, my Twitter was giving me some kind of a notification. All right, so that's Martini guy. Says don't get shaken out. Next, hey, this is something for everybody. BNB chain turns 5. So if you go to @BNB chain, right? To mark this special occasion, we're building something with the community, the BNB birthday card. This will be a digital card made from your handwritten messages, memes, screenshots, artwork, and stories, a snapshot of the people who've been part of the journey. Do you want to be included? 3 steps. Number 1, follow BNB chain. Number 2, like and repost. Number 3, reply with a birthday message to BNB. Now, it can be a note, artwork, photo, video, or anything in between. And they will pick 10 of their favorites, and you'll receive $50 in BNB. So there's a cool little contest for BNB. I know a lot of this community does like BNB. So hey, why not get a free $50 in BNB? I like free. If it's free, it's for me. So go ahead, write something. I don't know much about BNB. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything on that chain. So I'm going to sit this one out. Next, coming to us from Coin Bureau, @Coin Bureau, says social sentiment shows to buy the actual dip. On August 18th, optimism spiked as traders rushed to buy the dip, but BTC kept falling, triggering panic selling on August 19th. Okay, today's the 21st, and we just discussed it. Looks like it is flattening out a little bit, right? Now, fear has peaked. Coin Bureau agrees. Fear has peaked, setting up the actual dip bounce. So yes, it looks like all signs do appear that we are starting to bounce. Coin Market Cap. CoinMarketCap news says BTC bull run may extend to 2027, says Bernstein. Now, I have no idea who Bernstein is. Like I said, I don't know much about this space. I can only read to you what I'm reading off the screen. Anyhow, hey, bull run extended into 2027. I mean, that is plenty of opportunity for us to go ahead and build our ecosystems. Okay, building our ecosystems, which is what we're going to talk about in our Oinkonomics today, is building your ecosystem. Okay. So, hey, this is a great thing. I mean, if it wants to extend, I mean that's just more profits we'll be able to throw into our ecosystem for the next bear market, and where we actually do our building. All right, Coinbase. Here's something interesting. Okay, DEX trading on Coinbase is unlocking access to all assets on Base. Okay, this is straight from Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase is building a DEX. And as I talked about last week, all assets built on Base are going to be available on Coinbase. Okay, which is going to open up the huge U.S. market. I believe, if I remember right, Coinbase is #1 in the U.S. That's what I use. Okay, for quite a long time, couldn't use Binance. Had to use Coinbase. For my particular situation, having a European phone number with a U.S. Citizenship, stuff like that, Coinbase was the only DEX the only central exchange that I could go ahead and bring my money on chain. They were the only ones that would accept me. Crypto.com wouldn't take me. All these other stuff. Anyhow, DEX trading on Coinbase is unlocking access to all assets on Base. And soon they announced Solana too. So it looks like Coinbase is trying to build that big DEX. These ideas are out there. Everybody has these ideas. So they say we're going live on Thursday at 10:15 a.m. Pacific time to share more on the product and its rollout. So if you're interested, that's today. 10:15 Pacific time. What is the? Oh boy, let's see. That's, I don't know, roughly 4 p.m. I'm taking a guess. Don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. Roughly 4 p.m. UTC. So if you want to go onto the Coinbase page if you want to be a part of that. Anyhow, from Crypto Rover CRC says breaking. Fed says they are working on a framework to allow banks to offer Bitcoin crypto services. Super bullish. Okay, I don't know if I would want my bank to be involved in that. I mean, it's good stuff for to help facilitate mass adoption, absolutely. But me, having seen the light with self-custody and stuff like that, I don't know if I would want my bank having my Bitcoin. I just don't. Not in my situation. I understand, when I first entered crypto, yeah, that would be a great thing. But then as I kept learning and kept digging, no, I don't want the bank. I don't want the banks holding my crypto. I mean, you hear the horror stories of what they're doing with people's money. Imagine when Bitcoin reaches 1 million plus. Imagine when that happens, and the bank's going to say, we're not going to let you take this Bitcoin back. No, I don't know. Anyhow. Also from Crypto Rover, Tom Lee says Fed Chair Powell's speech on Friday will be key for Ethereum. He expects a rally. Cointelegraph at Cointelegraph says new crowd interest in alt season has dropped 55% in just 1 week based on Google searches. Okay. So, yeah, everybody knows the phrase alt season. Everybody knows it. Everybody's looking for it. And, sadly for most people, when they finally do jump in on alt season, it's going to be too late. They're going to be the exit liquidity. For most people, that's how it's going to be. And that cycle of Bitcoin's a scam and crypto's a scam is just going to keep going. But, right now it's institutional, it's governments that have pushed us to these new highs that we have with Bitcoin and stuff like that. It isn't the retail from what I can see. So another one from Rover CRC, Crypto Rover, says the FOMC minutes are out. Okay, the FOMC, released their minutes yesterday. Here are the key takeaways. Tariff effects may take longer to materialize. Okay, this dude, Jerome Powell, has been saying this and saying this and saying this. When is he going to realize? I mean, it's whatever he's saying isn't working. Okay. As I said last time, maybe he has information I don't have. I don't know. Growing concerns over stretched asset valuations. A majority view inflation as a bigger risk than employment. Okay. Full impact on tariffs may take more time to unfold. And as they've kept saying. So we'll see. We'll see. Also from Crypto Rover, the FOMC mentioned stablecoins 8 times. Stablecoins are a really, really hot topic right now. Really hot topic. I mean, they are. You know, they can go ahead and make these, I don't know, governments with their stable coins. It's a hot topic right now. Coin Bureau says the Fed minutes, no September rate cut. Fed minutes show most members see inflation risks outweighing job risks. They support holding rates steady, and without weak payroll data, a September rate cut might not even be considered. Okay. I'm actually leaning towards this, you know, looking at the Fed minutes and seeing that they're not concerned about the jobs market. They're concerned about the rates. They're concerned about inflation. I mean, to me, that's just a prelude to they don't have any interest in lowering the rates. You know, although you look at some of the polls out there, and many people think they will. But you know, those poll numbers went from 95 a month ago, and you know they're dropping down to 84, 82. All right. Also, jobless claims. By the way, jobless claims dropped today, 8:30 Eastern time. 8:30 Eastern time. So what is that? That's 1:30 UTC, I think. So prepare for volatility. Let's go. Blighter. Hey, let me mention XProject. This was cool. I wanted to pop this up in our space here today. XProject. At XProject, he is KOKO's own. He is one of ours. He says Ethereum at 4,200, yet social interest is at rock bottom. No hype, no mainstream FOMO, no get-rich-quick mania. Liquidity is rising while the masses are still asleep. That's insanely bullish. The next phase could get wild. Dude, I agree with you, Blighter. 100% I agree with you. That's exactly what I was just saying is, you know, it looks like all of these new highs that we're hitting and things like that, and Ethereum almost making a new all-time high. By the way, whoever said Bitcoin only last week, you were right in the poll. Congratulations. Good job. Yeah, these are institutions buying and selling. Institutions are doing this. And, you know, they're just doing what they're doing. And when retail gets in, which we may need to wait for rate cuts, and who knows when that's going to happen. Who knows if Jerome Powell tarries until 2027? Yeah, we may have a bull run in 2027, right? RWA watch list underscore, which is real world asset watch list. $5 trillion BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says RWA tokenization will democratize traditional finance. The fact that now we can tokenize RWA is crazy and bullish, and we are early, everybody. We are early to this. We've been talking about this a long time. Oh, hey, a few people popped in while I was away. Gemboy, Jacko, DQ, welcome everybody, and we have a request to speak. Gemboy is here. Here we go. I'll stop the news for a minute and give him the mic. So, Gemboy, I didn't see you pop in. While I'm reading the news, I can't actually see what's going on in Twitter.
Yeah, man, no worries. I'm happy to listen to the news as well. It's so nice. It's the morning for me, so just waking up, listening to the news is amazing.
So, good morning, bud. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. How are you doing? How are you all doing, XERS?
What time is it for you?
It's 9:30.
9:30. Yeah, okay. So you're about an hour behind me. Somewhere maybe like Central Eastern Europe.
Yeah. I'm in France.
Oh, France. Okay.
Yes. Nice.
Gotcha. I didn't know you were only an
It's good.
hour behind us.
Yeah. I don't know where are you?
Bulgaria.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, 1 hour behind.
Bulgaria. So, by the way, hey, anybody wants to come visit Europe, come on to Bulgaria, man. You have to come to Bulgaria. The food is great. Most of the people are nice, not all of them. But come on to Bulgaria, and well, we have wow. Today is turning out to be quite a big day. We got Gemboy here. Am I pronouncing that?
Here.
Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Gemboy, Gemboy? How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's more Gem Boy because you know, like gem, like diamond.
Yes.
And then Diamond Boy. That's it.
So it is.
Whatever you want.
It is Gem, right?
Yes, the Gem Boy. Yeah.
Okay, Gem Boy. I like to call you G squared too because that's easy for people who can't pronounce Gem Boy. But we can say
G is nice. Just like I'm the diamond end, so diamond end, Gem Boy. You know.
Ah, love it, man. Love it, Mr. Cross.
Yeah.
How are you, bud?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
Absolutely,
Yes.
bud.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Nice.
Good to hear you. Seeing Gemboy there, that's great sign.
Yes.
Also very bullish.
Come on.
Family time.
Family time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is exactly what I'm doing those days. Like family, I'm focusing with my family. But the kids right now are going to have breakfast, and I was like, okay, I can take like 5 to 10 minutes to say hello, give some updates, and hear you guys.
Absolutely, but
Nice.
I know you're trying to spend time with family, brother. So why don't you go ahead and take the floor and do what you need to do, and then return to your family.
Well, thank you very much. Actually, the boss right here is Jamboy. I mean, right now, after 2 years, I just figured out that it's Jamboy, not Gameboy. So thank you, being Oinker, for figuring this out.
It's okay.
That's pretty crazy.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, I know your real name. I know where you live. Like.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I mean, Jamboy is a good. He lives in Paris, so we had the chance to meet several times, and we're already planning to meet again. Especially for the release. We've been talking. I don't know if you talk
XPAD.
about that. Yeah, for XPAD. Yeah, you didn't
not
tell
yet.
them yet. Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about it and maybe making going live with XPAD, like with a video and Jamboy and I together. So cause we are getting close to the release. The last weeks were about making all the contracts. We had to redo, the main contract because of the vanity address. You guys remember we wanted to end with some letters to recognize. So, it took us some time, some development, some money, and well, things are doing great. I will let, of course, Gamboy update you about that because he's the one, that has the clear vision there. I'm delegating him all the development part, and he just give me the updates. So I have some, but he will give you some. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy about how we've been evolving into our project. If we look at our chart, they are very stable. Some people taking profits, some new people accumulating, generating taxes. I love the thing that I can pay the dev from the taxes almost, not 100%, but like every week we have like $1,300, of fees that I can use to pay the dev. I just complete like $200, and I feel good about that because it's like, yeah, this is healthy. It's not only me, always me putting from my pocket, and because this is not what you want. You want to have a healthy business. So we are getting already there with a very low volume. So it's exciting because you see, okay, we just, this is going to be up, like multiplied by 10 is nothing. And then you have other revenues that will follow and will allow us to develop even more and faster things. So exciting things. Yesterday I had a call with, our main investor on KOKO, the one that brought a lot of whales. He bought XERS. You guys remember he did this live when I was with him in Paris. He bought like 5K or 6K live on the chart, around 2 mil. And I had him on the phone yesterday, and he was like, okay, when is the release? I said, yeah, it's coming, this weekend or something like that. I mean, the coming days, we will announce the dates soon. And he was excited. He was like, okay, let's go. let's push it. I'm with you. And so I expect a big show. I mean, big reversal of our chart. I mean, it's always going up, but big push, more volume, excitement. The name spreading around, people using it, and the great thing is that we've been working on the contracts to have the fees automated. So that was not. It's very easy. I had to ask Jamboy to change some things about it because I want full control. We need to make something very safe. Like anyone comes and say, okay, this is perfectly done. Everything is renounced. Nobody can mess it because, I mean, we know each other, we trust each other, but it's about all the new people that will come. They need to have something that is clear and safe for everybody. So we've been working on that. The team is doing a great job. Very happy about it. And yeah, to be honest, I can't wait. If you look at the market, it's amazing because it's a new all-time high again on Bitcoin. The alt season is definitely coming, and we see that there is some retracement, and which is not normal. So, we don't exactly what's going to happen, but one scenario is that the bull run is coming now, like the next days, next week, something like that, or maybe a month, I don't know. But yeah, we expect something crazy coming for the next month before the end of the year. After that, I don't know. If you ask me, I hope for a bear market because I have a very 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 long term vision. And so it's like 2030 for me is going to be the time where it's going to be up again and never go down. And I really hope that we have a big retracement on everything the next 4 years. But it's only me that is hoping this. I don't know if it's going to happen. So what we know is that we are providing a tech that is useful whether the market is bullish or not. I mean, people will continue to launch projects whether the market is bullish or not. Ethereum was a great choice. As we can see that Ethereum pumped really hard from $1,600 to almost $5,000 almost. And now, some retracement, but it will go up again for the next month. Maybe, I mean, seeing an Ethereum going to the 8K, 10K is absolutely possible. And this is what we want. So I expect a lot of FOMO on ETH, a lot of launches. It might, how to say that, we might have more launches on ETH than Solana. I don't know, this is possible because if the market goes there, when everybody will like to launch, and guess what, we will have the perfect tool for everybody, the pump fund on Ethereum. And not only that, because as soon as we're live and it's working in all, we'll get back to X shot and finishing X shot. So we continue to provide. People will realize. I received a lot of DMs from people like, yeah, I'm bidding on XERS. I'm just waiting for the chart to move a bit more, because that's what people want, volume. It's normal. Even me, if I want to buy a token, I will look at the volume. If there is no volume, if I don't know the team, I'll have no patience. So, and people, sometimes don't take time to do their reserve. Maybe they don't have time, So I'm the first, sometimes too busy. So it's normal, and what's going to happen, I believe, and people say that, yeah, when there is volume and traction over there, because you guys are very diamond hands, I can see a big pump coming, and it's going to be to melt faces. To be honest, there is no reason why it wouldn't, with all the fees, with people buying plus the fees plus us being able to buy back manually and all. Yeah, we'll be able to do. Great things, really great things. Yeah, I cannot tell you numbers, but this is definitely going to be something that is going to be important and noticed into the space, and everybody here is going to be so happy and make some more money. So, I mean, some people are already making profits right now. The ones that I saw a lot of wallets that bought like 300K, 400K, 500K, taking back their initials, taking some profits here. I mean, that's great. That's healthy. But imagine when we'll be at 20, 30, 40 mil, 100 mil. I mean, those numbers are not crazy at all. We made them several times on our project. And with the utilities and fees, this is like, mechanical. This is, I think people don't understand. I mean, a lot of people don't estimate the what's going to happen, because It's only about imagination right now. So some people have imagination, some not. What I know is that you, the experts, you understand the big picture, and I'm proud of you and I thank you. You know, this is how it works. Without you, we wouldn't be there. So you know, it's a all together or nothing. You know, like I say, we live together, we die together. That's the only way. No bullshit, nothing. And yeah, appreciate that, man.
Nice, man. Really nice walk around. like like nice overview of the situation of the project of XPAD and everything. And I agree, man. If we pull that off, it's gonna be legendary. Legendary.
It's something.
Legendary. Yep.
It's something ETH has never seen before. It's amazing.
Yes, it's totally new. Totally new. Right now, this morning, I was working on the lottery reward mechanism. So like making sure we were debating with the team, does the user like have to claim the winning, or is it like automatically sent to the wallet? We decided to automatically send it to the wallet. And so now we are seeing like the last piece of the puzzle coming together step by step. And I'm very excited because everything looks neat. And like Christopher said, I'm very happy with the development and the way that we are moving forward. We are efficient and we are confident of the quality of the software that we are doing. And I really think that we are doing something unique. Even Pump Fund doesn't have the features that we have. The competition that we are trying to overthrow, which is Click, is far behind us in terms of technology. Like they don't have anti-address, no lottery system, no multi-tax wallet, not a lot of things. And our design also, I think, stand out. So we basically have all the cards to win. So I'm playing there. I'm all in.
All right. So the only thing we have left is the lottery mechanism. Is that right?
No, it's done. It's done. We did it this morning. We are just finishing up like some data on the website, like price, volume, market cap. We are trying to make sure the charts are shown in USD price, because right now it's shown in Ethereum, which is confusing. But it's kind of tricky because you have to have an oracle that check out Ethereum prices 24/7 non-stop and converts the price of the tokens in Ethereum, then in dollar. So it's like to have it live, it's kind of a tricky thing, but we are working on it. But yeah, it's mostly like last minute touches. We are working also on like Ross said, security stuff to make sure that all the vulnerabilities and all the very private data aren't leaked and are kept secret from anyone.
Sure.
So that we cannot get hacked or anything. So we are working hard on making sure that this is bulletproof as possible. And then that's it. I mean, like the days are counted. Tomorrow we are going to make a internal demo to cross, so that we can make sure that the software is doing exactly what we want it to do, and we want to test all the workflow, all the user flow by ourselves before releasing it to you. And once we are very confident, and we are sure that everything has been tested, we're very happy with how everything is working together, and this and that, then it's release day. Then then we come on Telegram and we say, hey, guess what? XPAD is live. And so yeah, last few things to do, but really not so much of a big deal. We are I would say ahead of schedule, which is really rare. So it's good. So very, very good.
Now, what about are we going to audit the contract?
At some point to be good, yeah. I have an audit plan for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to audit it, but I'm not a security, like it's not going to be like a professional audit. I think Cross had it in mind, so maybe he can answer. But yeah, we are going to do like our due diligence by ourselves. And I think Cross is going to audit it later. I don't know what's the plan for this. to be honest.
Okay, gotcha. And something everybody wants to know: which vanity address did we go with?
Yes, of course. The vanity address at one was DeFi.
DeFi.
So we will, yes, DeFi won. So we will go with DeFi, and I think everybody that voted was.
All right.
It was tight. It was really tight.
Bravo! Love it. Let me give you.
Congratulations, guys! Congratulations,
hand
guys!
clap on that one. So
yes. DeFi has chosen.
There's
Yes, it's good.
There's the alpha of the day. It is Def1. It is our vanity address.
Def1.
That is good stuff.
Yes.
You know, now we can start working on cool little taglines and stuff like that. You know,
Yes, it's true.
Community. Look, now you can start working on memes or whatever you want using Def1. Let's start getting this ready. That way, when Cross starts his marketing, the community can do theirs, and we can push and just really get this in the face of people. Man,
It's true.
that is good stuff.
It's true.
Let's see. I'm not. I don't think I have any other questions, my friend. I mean, it's just as a recap, Jim Boy. You are mostly working on front end right now, just finishing up the front end,
Yes.
what people see and what people interact with, and on the back end, you're just double checking security, right?
Yes. Right now, we are making sure that everything is working well. And you know, in software, it's not because you do a feature that everything is working well on the feature. Like, you have to make sure that all the edge cases, because I mean, we are a team of like 3 developers working on that, so we are working quite fast. But we don't have any quality assurance or any teams to test out the software, so we have to do development and testing, which is tricky because the user always find weird way to break the app. And so we have to be very smart about the way that we design the software to limit the amount of mistake one user can make, to limit the amount of bug. And so we are working on this right now to make sure that the user has limited possibility of breaking stuff, so that the stuff is working well.
Gotcha.
I just published on XERS Telegram a link to the first token of ending with DeFi that we just generated. Even Cross can check it. It's fun.
Yes.
You can check the link. You can check the link, and you will see the token ended with DeFi, and that's the first one generated, like the proof of work.
There we go. Yes, I'm recording this using Microsoft Teams, so I'm sharing my screen, and I just brought it up on my screen so we can see it. We can see there are one holder, and it was created just 9 minutes ago.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Created 9 minutes ago, and it's working. We have one token, and so all the tokens will look like this, basically.
Wow! Look at that. Good stuff, brother.
Yes.
So when do you get to relax?
When I sleep, I guess.
When now, are you a family man or are you single?
No, single.
Single, okay. Well, this is cool. I mean, why don't you?
Yes.
I think you need to, once this is out, this is live, and we know it's working well. You need to take a week. I don't know, maybe go visit some kind of remote island and just relax.
This is exactly what I'm doing, man. This is exactly the plan, actually. Yeah. I'm actually moving out of France in September. Like the 10th of September, I'm moving out. So I'm also preparing like the moving out stuff, like the packing and everything, which is a fucking hassle. I hate it. And I'm going to a small island in the Pacific Ocean for like for Christmas and stuff.
Wow.
So like for 4 or 5 months, I'm going to be there. I'm going to work, of course. I'm going to have my laptop and everything, but I'm going to be far away from civilization.
Wow.
Yes.
So is that why you chose that island? Because there's not a lot of people there?
No, my mom lives there. I come
cool.
from there, basically. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I did my studying, my high school and everything before coming to Europe. So I'm just going back to see my mom, see like for Christmas, enjoying some time with family, because I don't see them often. And that's it. I think, that's gonna be nice. Of course, still working for XERS, but I'm gonna take some time to connect with nature and everything. It's important. So important. So the most important thing is nature and relaxing and breathing like good air, because here in France, in Paris, not gonna lie, there's a lot of pollution. And for the for the health is not so good.
Sure. You know, I've been to Paris.
Yeah.
I only spent one day in Paris, but I thought it was expensive. It was beautiful. I mean, we went to the Eiffel Tower. We
it's nice.
rode the battle bus, and you know, got off at a couple different places and stuff. But I just thought it was expensive. I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
Yes. When did you come to Paris?
Actually, that's when I was living in the U.S. So I would say 2014.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So so it was nice. Now you cannot even see the Eiffel Tower. Before in 2014 it was nice. It was still good, but right now they built like a big wall around it.
Oh, really?
And now it's ugly. So yeah, it's ugly.
Wow.
Like you don't have access to the big space as before.
Gotcha.
It's like disappointing.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. You know, my wife.
Yeah.
That was my wife and I's first anniversary. We came to Bulgaria to visit her family, and on the way back, I scheduled a 24-hour layover in Paris so that we could go to the Eiffel Tower because she's always wanted to do that and stuff like that. And,
Nice.
You know, my wife got for her first anniversary. She got the kiss and a champagne and a kiss on top of the Eiffel Tower for her first anniversary gift.
Wow, nice.
So
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a nice gift.
Yeah, so she loves it. Oh, she's spoiled. she is absolutely spoiled. So everybody,
I love it, man. I love it.
if you have any questions for Gemboy and you can't speak, go ahead and
Yes.
add me in the Telegram.
Yes.
At me in the Telegram. I'll be sure to ask you. I'll ask for you. And now that I'm looking at the Telegram, you
Yes.
know, I see that you were messaging me a lot in the Telegram, but I apologize. Like I said, I wasn't looking at it. I was reading the news. So I didn't get to see you. So anyhow, anybody have any questions?
I'm gonna stay for like 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go back and do my stuff.
Okay.
So I'm here for any questions, guys. If you have any questions.
Yeah. We'll just keep watching, see if anybody pops up with any questions. If anybody wants to come on up and speak, please come on up and say hello. Guys, please come up and give a thank you. Thank you to Cross. Thank you to Gemboy. You know, I know, you know, Gemboy, this time is hard for a lot of people because most of us are Europeans.
Yeah.
And
it's okay.
we're working.
Yes.
You know, I know even sometimes while I'm working, I will just pop on a space and I will just put my phone aside. And I will.
Yeah, bro, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. I'll just keep working.
Yeah,
so.
it's very nice, man. You're keeping the chat alive. You're keeping the community engaged. You're doing an amazing job, man.
Yeah.
Like, so nice of you to make space every week.
Well.
Or every 2 weeks. So I don't know.
You know, it's
so nice, man.
Thanks, bud.
So nice.
But you know, it's what I can do. You know, I can't do the things you do. So I do this because I can do this. You know.
I love it. Yeah. Everybody's doing what they can do, and in the end, if everybody does that, we're doing a lot of things.
That's right.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's right. You know, and
I love it. I love the mentality, bro.
That's how we make a community. You know, some people can just give money, so we call them investors. You know, some people can give time. Some people can speak. I speak. You know, that's what I could do because you know, everybody knows I don't have the money, you know. So I speak. Anyhow, I do want to say hello.
I love it. I love it.
I do want to hit up some of these people that I didn't get to say hello to earlier. Mr. No One, David, Andraz, Aaron, KP, Jacko, Loot, Osama, Eleanor, Samuel, Crypto. Welcome. How are you guys doing here? We are discussing the XProject, specifically XPAD today. XPAD. I'm not going to put a time frame on it, but according to what Cross says, is we're looking at days, not weeks. And please, go check out xpad.fun just to get an idea of what's going on. If you don't know.
Yes, exactly. Good.
Yep.
Guys, check out XPAD.fun.
Yep, that's right. That web address is not going to change. Am I right?
No, this is going to stay forever. Like XPAD.fun for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay, guys, it was a pleasure. I can stay for much longer. I have to leave.
Okay. Well,
you guys have an amazing day. Thanks for the space. Thanks for the invitation. It was really nice.
Hey, man, thanks for popping in, bud. We appreciate everything that you're doing, and you have earned that time to go be with your mom, bud. You have earned that time.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
All right, everybody.
Hey, guys, let's go XERS. Have a good day.
That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to continue on here. And the next topic is our Oinkonomics 101. Okay, we're going to talk about building an ecosystem today. Okay, and if you are following along on the YouTube video, when I post this, if you're following along on the YouTube, you'll see me sharing my screen. Okay, now when I do this, remember I can't see what's going on in X. So if you are requesting to speak or something like that, I won't be able to see. Although Cross is still here. If he wants to speak, he can just certainly turn on his microphone. He always has complete permission here. Don't forget, if you have a question, you can @ me in the Telegram. So on my second monitor, I did pop up the Telegram. So I'll be monitoring that while I am reading what we got going on here. So I came into, I was having a little bit of fun the other day with ChatGPT, and using myself as an example. Okay, here's what I wrote in ChatGPT. It says I will be making 15% APY from staking XERS token. I have 3.5 million staked, and the current price per token is 0.002. Create an investment plan to build wealth using this strategy, and I'll give you the strategy in a minute. Okay, you can use crypto, stock, dividends, high yield savings, etc. Okay, the strategy: number 1, earn income. Number 2, transfer that income into assets that grow. Number 3, use that growth to build sustainable ecosystems. Number 4, do not buy liabilities. The goal is to transfer money from trading time for money to using money to free up time. Okay, so I'm going to read to you. The answers. What ChatGPT said here. Okay, so it says, got it. You want a wealth building plan that takes your staking rewards, which is passive income, and turns them into a self-sustaining ecosystem of investments that eventually replace labor with passive income. I think that's what we all want, right? I think that's what we all want. We all want this passive income. We want this ecosystem to where, we don't have to trade time for money. We don't have to go to that 9 to 5, whatever it is that we do. I want my job. I love teaching, absolutely love doing it. So I want that to be my hobby, okay? Not my method of eating. I don't want it. I don't want to have to go to the job just so I can buy gas for my car. Okay. I want to go to the job because I love the job. So ChatGPT says, I'll break this down into a practical step-by-step framework. Number 1, calculate your baseline income from staking. So it goes through and it calculates that I'll be receiving at current price $87.50 per month. $87.50 per month. It says, assuming there's no compounding, and if XERS appreciates, this income grows. If price falls, yield in dollar terms shrinks. So diversification is essential. Step 2, reinvest staking rewards into growth assets. Each month, you redirect into a balanced wealth engine. And it gives me 4 different wealth engines here. Number 1, crypto blue chips, BTC, Ethereum, Sol, long-term network adoption plays 30% there. Then it says 30% into dividend stocks or ETFs, high yield dividend ETFs, real estate income if you own physical property, and this will provide cash flow and equity appreciation. Number 3, it says 20% into high yield savings and treasuries. Okay, U.S. Treasury bills or high yield savings accounts give you 45%. This will help so that you have emergency liquidity and at the same time give you a very low risk. Okay, because something I've run into over the past few months is I've definitely overextended how much I put into XERS, and then I have to sell some because wait a minute, I have no money. And so I end up needing to sell some. So I end up overextending. I don't want to get into this situation. So high yield savings accounts, that gives me that emergency liquidity. Or maybe I should just plan a little better. Yeah, anyhow. Then it says to put 20% into alternative assets, maybe gold, silver, optional DeFi, stablecoin lending. That's another one to look at. Step 3, build your flywheel. Okay, this is your ecosystem of growth. So he says, here is how the ecosystem compounds. So your XERS staking generates rewards. Number 2, the rewards are invested into diversified assets, provide stability and growth. Number 3, dividends, crypto appreciation, and interest flow back into reinvestment. Okay, you see how this is a wheel. This is a cycle that's going on. Over time, the compounding across multiple streams creates redundancy resilience. Okay. So think of it like planting 4 different crops. XERS is your high yield crop, speculative high yield crop. BTC are your strong trees. They're slow but resilient growth. Dividend stocks, they're your fruit bearing trees. They give you a cash flow, okay? Give you a cash flow. High yield savings and treasuries, this is your emergency storage. This is your liquidity, okay? Step 4, it gives compounding phases, okay? Phase 1 is your accumulation. So even with $87 a month, okay, look at this. Step 4, accumulation, 0 to 5 years. Reinvest all staking rewards and dividends. Reinvest it all. Build a portfolio across crypto stocks and cash flow. Diversify away from dependence on one token. Number 2, phase 2 is your growth phase. This is years 5 to 10. Your income streams compound. This is where we want to get. We want to get to big compounding. Okay, you begin partial withdrawals. You can start taking between years 5 and 10. You can start taking partial withdrawals. Okay, putting it into dividends, staking yields, and stuff like that. And you can redirect into more defensive or income-focused assets. Okay, phase 3, sustainability. At year 10, your cash flow is now greater than your expenses. And you no longer need to trade time for money. Key rules to follow: don't buy liabilities. Focus on income producing assets. Automate transfers, okay, if you can automate. If XERS crashes, your plan still survives because your rewards are diversified. If XERS moonshots, I'm going to change that to when XERS moonshots, you accelerate your timeline massively. So here's what you need to do mentally, your mental framework. Earn from staking. Convert into reliable income streams. Live off the ecosystem. Okay. Then it says, do you want me to create a 10-year project model? Okay. And it went ahead and created a 10-year project model. Now, if you want to see this project model, make sure you watch the video. Okay. Watch the video when I put it on YouTube. Okay. Because the project model is here. Okay, and then at the end, it says, do you want me to run a scenario analysis if XERS doubles or halves? I said, create a scenario analysis if XERS climbs to 1 cent per token. Okay, now 1 cent per token is 100 million market cap. Okay, 100 million market cap, 1 cent per token. So here's what it did for me at 1 cent per token. It created the analysis with a 10-year growth, that it was going to take 10 years to get to 1 cent per token. And it gave me the insights and stuff like that. And I turned around and said, I want you to recreate the scenario, except assume XERS reaches 100 million or 1 cent per token in the first year. Okay. So then it goes on to give us the scenario if it reaches it in the first year. Okay, so let me read this to you. Scenario: XERS 10 cents from year 1 onward. Year 1 value: XERS $350,000. Staking rewards $52,000 a year. My total portfolio was already $405,000 right there after reinvesting the rewards. Year 5, my portfolio grows to $666,000. Now, mind you, this is still from year 1 on. There's no growth. Okay. No growth for XERS. XERS stays at 100 million in this scenario. By year 5, my portfolio is up to almost $700,000, driven by compounding of large staking rewards into diversified assets. Okay. Now, let me ask you, can you just wait 5 years? If you're smart with your money for 5 years, this is what can happen. You're looking at doubling your value, even with XERS staying at the same price, staying at 100 million. And then by year 10, your portfolio surpasses 1.1 million. By 10 years, even if XERS stays at 100 million market cap, my portfolio will be 1.1 million. And, you know, for me, I'm 50 years old. 10 years? Hey, that is 60 is a great year to retire. Now, 50 is better. 50 is better to retire, but year 10, great to retire. A 1.1 million. Key takeaway: by front loading the token appreciation, you supercharge your wealth engine immediately. Instead of waiting years for small sticking rewards to accumulate, you're earning 52,000 a year from year 1 onward. Those rewards, when reinvested, listen to me, those rewards, when reinvested, compound massively. And they also quickly diversify your portfolio. Okay. This is the fast track version of financial freedom. Then it goes on and asks, does it want me to create a withdrawal strategy? And I did that as well. So here you go. I'll go ahead. You can pause the video if you want to pause and take a look at this. I'm showing you the different steps on the withdrawal options and stuff like that. And you can watch it on the video. So anyhow, I wanted to go ahead and share this with everybody because look, it is going to, we are going to make some money here. You know, Cross, Gemboy, you know, everybody's working hard. You know, we have been patient as a community. We have been loyal as a community. And I would hate to see any of us have our loyalty and have our patience rewarded with blowing through our stacks of fat cash in just a couple months. I'd hate to see that. Ileana, how you doing? Sid, welcome. I'd hate to see that happen to any of us. I would love to, and I've been doing a lot of research on this. I know myself. I know my habits. You know, and my thinking was very limited when it came to wealth. You know, I thought, hey, why not just go ahead and put it in a bank and live off 4% for the rest of my life? It's not going to work because, you know, inflation will eventually kill that. Okay, that's just not going to work. So there needs to be income generation here. Okay, income needs to be generated, and that's what my suggestion here. That's what I'm trying to learn, is how to do this. And of course, you know, as I love teaching, so as I learn something, I'm happy to share it with you. So, all right, if you watch the video on YouTube, you'll be able to see all of that stuff. So. Moving on, let's get into, we've already talked about XPAD a little bit. I do want to talk a little bit about Hog Wild, of course, KOKO. KOKO and XERS. KOKO sitting at 2.9 mil. I remember this is a community token. Congratulations, Garda Wallet. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but Garda Wallet now has KOKO. And I will read their tweet. It says, where is it here? Right here. Explore KOKO on Garda Wallet. Garda Wallet now supports KOKO tokens from Koala AI VIP. Users can securely store and manage their crypto holdings in our non-custodial environment. Start managing your Koala AI securely today. So this is on Twitter at Garda, G-U-A-R-D-A, Wallet, at Garda Wallet, one word. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check them out, guys. One Rep, how you doing? Anybody else pop in? I didn't see. How you doing? Go ahead and check that out. Check out Garda Wallet. KOKO raids. Look, I just want to give a thumbs up. BB, Neo, Ron, Killian, AGM, some of you others. You are keeping the KOKO raids going. You are getting us trending on Shield, and you know, I just, you know, my hat's off to you guys. You are working relentlessly. I know, KOKO, man. Look, this is a meme coin, no utility. It depends on the community, and I understand we're tired. You know, I understand we've been doing this KOKO for quite a while, and we're tired. And you know, something I've learned, you know, even from playing sports, is when you're tired, when you push through, you know, that's when the breakthrough happens. You know, when you don't want to do something, that's when the breakthrough happens. You know, push yourself through. It's a mind game. Okay, it's a mind game. And please, community, let's continue to keep pushing KOKO, continue to keep getting it in the face of everybody. And Andra's with those videos, my goodness, those things are just, I mean, fire. Those things are awesome. I absolutely love them. I'm gonna give you, if I had to grade you, I'm gonna give you 100% on that, Andras. That is absolutely awesome. So guys, we have everything out there. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing KOKO and stuff like that. Xers, remember, staking is the bacon. Staking is the bacon. We're still sitting over 55% staked. I mean, this is awesome, guys. You know, this is. You got to get that staking so that way you can build that ecosystem. You need that passive income. Okay, you use OPM. You know, you want to build your ecosystem using OPM. You want to build it using other people's money. Okay, you don't want to cash out your Xers to build an ecosystem. No, you want the passive income to build your ecosystem. Use that passive income. Get your token staked. You get 1.25% per month. I mean, 15% APY is awesome and sustainable. You know, I remember the days, you know, going back just a year or 2 years ago where these projects were coming out, oh, you're going to get 200% per year and stuff like that. Unsustainable. Okay. Whenever you see those things, unsustainable. Can't happen. 15% off of Xers can happen. Now, eventually, you know, we may get to a situation, you know, years down the road or whenever, and might have to come up with a different staking portfolio. But we have 15% now. Take advantage of it. Use the passive income to start building that ecosystem. Okay, so staking is the bacon. And as far as Xers, XPAD, Cross and Gemboy were here. They went ahead and spoke everything. If you missed Cross and Gemboy, let me give you a recap of what they said today. Cross was extremely happy on the progress, okay? What they have been finishing up recently is they had to redo the main contract, okay? Which to show, so that way we could have the vanity addresses. And if you missed the big reveal is Def1 is going to be the vanity address. Def1, Polo, how you doing, bud? Def1 is going to be the vanity address. Yay! They do expect, Cross expects days, not weeks, we will have the release days, not weeks. And he said that he expects a big show. We did talk about a separate audit. Gemboy said he is going to do his own audit, but they are discussing if they're going to have an outside audit agency. Tomorrow, they will be sending a demo to Cross, okay? They will be sending a demo to Cross tomorrow. After that, they are going to internally test it. They're going to test the flow, make sure everything flows properly. So, you know, it's like a little boat flowing down a river, okay? You want it to flow normally, naturally, easily, okay? You don't want that little boat to hit a lot of big waves because it will overtake the big boat, the little boat, right? Big waves overtake little boat, okay? So we want it to flow. And that's what they're going to do. And then we didn't talk about the steps after that, but I'm assuming the step after that is going to be community testing and then full release. And so for XPAD, I guess, you know, just start getting that Def1 memes or sayings, you know, whatever you want. Let's just start brainstorming with it and let's do community things with it. You know, that's what we do. We are a community, and let's go ahead and get those things done. So, guys and girls, it's open chat time. Does anybody want to come on up and say hello? Anybody have anything they want to add or say? Samuel, I don't think I got to say hello to you. Cam, how you doing, bud? Anybody else that I missed? I apologize. Didn't do it on purpose. Happy to have you here. Does anybody want to come on up and say hello? Anybody have anything to add? Anything important that you think I missed? Okay, let me check the Telegram real quick, see if there's any ads. There are no ads. Remember, if you have a question, at me in the Telegram, KOKO Telegram, XProject Telegram. Yeah, I'm one of those. I know sometimes it's hard to get up here and speak. If you didn't see it, Gemboy went ahead and he created, he did, I don't know if you realized, but he did it while he was talking to us. That's how easy this is. He created a coin token on Ethereum using XPAD ending in def1. He did that while we were here and then shared it in the XERS Telegram. So make sure you go ahead and get a look at that. It is the first token ending in def1, is what he says. Make sure you take a look at that. Remember to @ me, guys. If you send me private messages, I may not see them. Probably won't see them. And actually, I didn't see it. DQ, I just saw your message, bud. Just got it. That's why it's better to @ me in the telegrams. So I just got your message. I don't know the answer to that. So I would say maybe if you DQ, if you just @ Gemboy, because I'm sure there are other people that have the same question. If you just go ahead and @ Gemboy, or I don't know, can anybody answer this question? I mean, Andras is here. I don't know if he can speak, but maybe he can answer the question. It is can you ask about the exit XERS? Those are the ones that you could sell your XERS when we were at like 1.6, 1.5 market cap and get 2 million, get it at the 2 million price. DQ says he hasn't, the USDT hasn't come. I don't know anything about that. Does anybody know anything about that can speak? Yeah, DQ, I would say just @ Gemboy or @ Cross. I know private messages are hard for people to see, especially somebody like Cross who gets, I'm sure, 50, 100 private messages a day. It's probably quite hard for him to make it out. For me, the reason why I ask people to @ me is because that's just easy to see. Versus looking at a list of chats, it's easy for me to see an @ symbol, especially since it pops up in blue and stuff on my computer. So anybody else have anything they want to say? Anybody want to jump? All right, we're going to finish with this today, guys. Talking about money. Okay, one of the there are a lot of great books out there, but another book that someone told me to study about money is Proverbs, written by King Solomon. Solomon, of course, one of the richest people ever to live. Okay, Solomon is somebody with who's known to have a lot of wisdom. So I want to read 3 verses about money from Proverbs. This is Proverbs 21, verse 5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty, but those of everyone who is hasty surely deposit poverty." Surely deposit poverty. So, that's exactly what I was saying, right? Exactly what I was saying. If you're diligent, it will lead to plenty. But if you just go ahead and start buying your Lambos and stuff like that, yeah, probably you're going to run out of money. Next, same chapter, verse 17 says, "He who loves pleasure will be a poor man." Oh, who loves the Lambos? "He who loves wine and oil will not be rich." Yeah, see, it's talking about just squandering and wasting your money. You're not going to be rich. You have to be smart with it. Then verse 20 says, "There is a desirable treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise." Okay, but a foolish man squanders it. So, reading from King Solomon, that is, he one of the wisest people ever to live, one of the richest people ever to live. This is what he says. he says you have to be smart, you have to be wise. And one of those ways that I look at is building an ecosystem to where I'm done trading my time for money. I'm done doing that. I love my job. I love teaching. I love my students, and I want that to become, my hobby. That's what I want. I want it to become my hobby. So guys and girls, before we finish up, let me give you a last opportunity. Come on up and say hello. Come on up and talk about anything I discussed here today. Anybody that I didn't get to say hello to, I apologize. Polo, I don't know if I said hello to you. Ricardo is here. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Remember, Cross and Gamboy were both in here giving their updates. I've done a recap of that. If you want, I will be posting this on YouTube, posting the space on YouTube. That way you can see the wealth building strategies and things like that. So anyhow, everybody, have a great day. Happy to see you. Happy to hang out with you. And my plan is to be here again next Thursday until we hit 25 million. When we hit 25 million XERS market cap, I'll be doing this twice a week. Maybe Monday nights my time and Thursday morning. So anyhow, everybody, have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.
I crack myself up. Anyhow.